Howdy everybody, my name is Harley Reg McDaniel Jr. and welcome to podcast number 24, where we welcome all seekers of truth in science and optimal health. For the next several podcasts, we're continuing to talk about a series of published studies in the Fisher Proceedings Journal involving human studies and information about complementary medicine. To be part of this journal, the gold standard is that this must be duplicatable and have occurred with several people in different states. Then it can be published. Up to now, I have been reading from volume number 1, and the last study in the issue I want to address is on page 30 regarding myofascial pain syndrome, which definition is chronic pain or knots in multiple trigger points. It can appear in any body part and have a limited range of motion from 0 to 100. This individual rated his pain at a 90. Significant pain interrupted his sleep regularly 2 to 5 times every single night. Attempts using medication were unsuccessful. This took just 14 weeks of using glyconutrients, and his physician was ready to significantly taper his oral diabetic medication. His myofascial pain decreased from 90 to 30, plus he experienced a heightened sense of well-being. We now move on to Fisher Proceedings October edition, volume 1. Subjects in this issue show the advancements in alternative or complementary medicine in the marketplace. On page 3, we read that alternative medicine was becoming a $13.7 billion industry at the time in 1990. Describes how insurance companies on the West Coast, the Upper Midwest, New England, the Mid-Atlantic regions, Colorado, and Arizona were becoming hotbeds for integrative practices from acupuncture to chiropractic and beyond. In 1996, the state of Washington began requiring health insurance carriers to provide access to all alternative therapy providers licensed or certified by the state. On page 7, we learn Congress formed the Office of Alternative Medicine in 1992 at the National Institutes of Health, spending over $40 million a year validating alternative medicine practices. So far, it has established 10 research centers to evaluate the efficacy of these modalities. Institutions such as University of Texas Houston Health Science Center for Cancer Research, Livingston Foundation Medical Center in San Diego, Harvard Medical School, Stanford, and Columbia University, to name just a few. My point in mentioning this is that this is all validating the sciences, not just anecdotal experiences. It basically means the halls of medicine are beginning to acknowledge that there is something that can be scientifically validated here. This isn't woo-woo anecdotal therapies. This is science. Well, we're all out of time again today, so if you want to cut to the chase, ask the person who invited you to my podcast and get them to answer any questions you might have. And I hope you will share me with your friends, because I only provide scientifically proven, life-changing, and life-saving information every single time. To close, as usual, I wish to end with a Quaker parable by John Greenleaf Whittier. I lift thee, and thee lift me, and together we ascend. See you all next time.